Hello, I'm Hi Bob Warbob. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnoughts. Hello, and welcome back. Today we are going to be playing another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Today we're going Battlecruiser versus Dreadnought. I think that mixed technologies might be the best because it gives you enough firepower and maneuverability. We'll test it out and see what happens. We're definitely going with max tier barbettes on this one, that's for sure. That'll help keep our chance of ammo detonation down. So I'll be back whenever I have it built. You guys have a good one. I'll see you in a second. So we're going dangerous. We're going Leadite 1. But we got that barbettes to try to help us out. We also have Citadel 3 to try to keep our ammo detonation chance down. So between the two, it's like minus 55. This gives us plus a 37% chance. So I mean, it kind of evens itself out, right? We'll see. Using pretty low stats for the most part. Maybe we can get another half knot. No, can't even get another half knot. Get a little bit of armor. Yeah, I mean, that's, can't expect much better than that. We got a bunch of 8-inch guns. It might not be very useful, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, only penetrates 5.8 inches at 1,000 meters. You never know. We'll set it to fire. HE, and we'll see if we can just set them on fire then, because that works too. Okay, let's get it up to 5 times speed here. See if we can, what our chance of hitting is from this kind of range. 11%. It's not too terrible. 13%. He's not even firing at us yet. That's different. Let's see what it looks like he's got over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 big guns. And we set them on fire right off the bat, so that's good. I guess we hit a casemate gun in there and set it on fire. That's pretty cool. I'm not getting all that close. Yeah, only 9% chance per salvo. But we'll see. Hopefully we can get a couple of good hits. I mean, every hit's starting to fire, so that's definitely a good sign that the HE is doing its job, that's for sure. Ooh, we're getting close. We're hitting all over around him. I'm surprised that he hasn't been able to even fire yet. That's a little bit surprising. There we go, finally. Almost have it identified now, too. We've got 10-inch guns, 13.3 inch on the armor. Of course, we have a maximum of 7.5, so we're definitely looking at a lot less armor than him. We should probably start thinking about keeping the distance between us a little bit less than point blank, especially since he can't even fire from very far out. We should probably keep it a little bit further out. Maybe even try to turn away just a little bit. Oh my goodness, we just sunk him due to excessive fire. That is so not even fair. Yeah, once we actually got in good range of him, it was over. Too easy. So let's go back in and we're gonna enhance firepower instead, and we're gonna see where that leaves us. Well, okay, first, mixed technologies, start, and we'll show you what exactly my build was. So first I went with, you always want to upgrade to just compound to begin with. So that's my first step always, is to just see where that leaves me. And lately it hasn't left me in a very good place. And I actually went straight to 30 right off the bat. That was my first option. Induced. I usually go with semi-oil first, auxiliary, of course Barbette 3s. There's not a whole lot of reason for double bottom. I mean, we're not ever going to be getting that close to them. I like reinforced bulkheads for the minus chance of fire and extra fire extinguishing. I think that is a good thing to add. I kind of like a little bit of anti-flood, but you don't really need it since we're not going to be going up against, you know, ships like right up on us. We might have even been better off with the heavy shells here, but using leadite and only being able to reduce it by 55, you go with I mean, that 12.5, and that is basically that. So I went with reduced shells so that we don't get the plus 12.5. So maybe we can instead go with this, have a 25 and a 37, and then that. I mean, it kind of evens it out, but not quite. You still had a pretty good chance of blowing up at that point. I think I'd rather just go with standard shells. Went with advanced hydraulics and enhanced there. Went with rangefinder. I think we went with 7 point something on here, was what it was in the end. 7.5. I think this was like 3.3 or something like that. But in the end, I went oil and Krupp 3. The only reason for Krupp 3 was because I had to do that just for the weight, because it is so much lighter than the other stuff. And then for funnels, I went with my classic 2 standard funnels. It only got like 75% engine, which isn't great, but it's still better than having to have 50 extra tons just for 2 extra funnel capacity. I mean, it's just, I don't see how that's worth it much, to be honest. Not all that impressed. Go with all the main guns we can. I went with 12-inch guns. And the 8-inch guns never, I don't even think they ever got in range hardly. But you can put one here, one there, and one here somewhere. At least it did. Huh. It's not one to place this time. Wonder why that is. Now it places just fine. I guess it's like before you put the gun in, it places really easily. I don't know. That was weird. But yeah, that was the setup that I went with. Wait, we're only at 93%. Must have changed something. Oh, probably went with a lack of anti-flood. And I didn't use a double hole bottom. Don't think you really need it. I mean, we could go with torpedo belt, but I don't think we're going to have torpedoes hitting us, so I don't see why I need that. Might also be, yeah, I think the conning tower was thicker on the other one too. You go with 7.5 and 7.5. See if that helps at all. Gets us a little bit closer to that number. And go with about like that. We're getting closer. Secondaries go with like 4-inch. Yeah. That's pretty good. And I think that probably that and that would max us out. Yeah. But really, you probably don't need that much. And then you can get some more speed out of it. 32 knots. That's not a bad one, I don't think. I think that's definitely... That's not bad either. Move that back a little bit. Have a little bit less bad offset. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see, engine efficiency dropped a bit. We could probably try to mess things around until we got just the right weight, but I think this is pretty good. Now I'm going to be back and we're going to play one with advanced firepower instead. Yeah, the only reason like any of this is possible is because using rear tower, very lowest rear tower and front tower, because these towers are so heavy and so expensive. It's kind of amazing, but I can't even spend all my money, like not even close, because of how much everything costs. It's absolutely insane. I mean, how much everything weighs. I've got to make my ship longer just to be able to accommodate that, but I don't really gain that much weight making my ship as big as it can go. So I don't really see all that much gain, but we'll try it and see what happens. So we were able to add a little bit in here and there, but for the most part, I'm not sure I really see the point. I mean, it does max out the cost, I guess, but it does make you a bigger target too, so I don't know if that actually is helpful or not. 4 weight offset. Let's see if we can move this guy back. There we go. That's a little better. Yep. Well, let's go try this guy out. Basically, we were able to get electro-hydro turrets, auto reloading, reduced ammo, but super heavy shells this time. TNT. The reason why I went with TNT is because going with super heavy shells. And if you're going with super heavy shells, that gives a plus 35% ammo detonation chance. And now we can only go with Citadel 2 instead of Citadel 3. But we do get Barbette 4s. But I didn't go with Barbettes because I'm not going to be facing him head on or reversed. I'm going to be facing him to the side. I'm going to keep him to the side. So I don't need Barbettes to help with that. Because, you know, I'm going to play this smart. And this time, we're going to stay at range. Period. Because we don't need to get close at all. We got so many guns, and they're way more accurate than last time. 41% chance to hit now. 42% chance to hit. Yeah. Our guns are a lot better this time. And that's an understatement. And let's go ahead and put it on AG. And whenever we start getting hits, at some point, 40% chance to hit still, and we still haven't hit once. It's a little odd. How close are we getting? Are we getting pretty close? There we go. There's 2 hits right off the bat as soon as we come in over here. Of course, now it's saying only 16% chance. 15% chance. I don't know. I don't know why it was telling me such a high number. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong number. Oh, no. Nope. Nope. Don't do that. 5% chance to hit now. But of course we're like doing crazy maneuvers here, so it's It's kind of understandable that it would be a little bit hard to hit at this point. Good. Let's try to make sure we don't get too close. There we go. That looked like good shots. And you can tell the difference with this auto reloader. Man, it is fast compared to before. Which should help us set them all on fire faster. If we can actually get some hits. See, now it says 38% chance to hit. Huh. I don't know. 5.6 chance to hit, 17% chance to pin. Got some fires going on board. A few squares are fired up. Still no more hits. Got 3 ricochets, 3 blocked, 7 partial pins, and 1 overpin so far. I'm surprised about how much damage he's taken though. 85, already down to 85%. 32% chance to hit now. We do seem to be pulling ahead, so maybe we drop back to full and point that way just a little bit, just because he's probably, yeah, he's a lot slower than us. So let's try to not raise the gap any higher than it already is. Wow. Okay. Definitely are putting out more shots than before. We only have 270 shots, so maybe it would be best if we got a little bit closer. We didn't want to have too many bullets on board because we were likely to explode or something, so that would be bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn in just a little bit more. Just because we don't want to get too far out here. Let's see, where is our arc? Way out there, but I mean, he'd probably be pretty far out there. On like our 8-inch guns, probably wouldn't be able to hit him if we had 8-inch guns on this one. 35% chance to hit now. Seems like he's not trying to close the distance as much as he could. Is he? No, I think he is trying to close the distance as much as he can, but let's just hold steady now. What do we got? 42% chance to hit, and it'll go up quite a bit. Does look like he is able to fire now, so we want to keep right around this range because he probably doesn't have a very good chance to hit. Oop. Let's see. He's definitely got more ammo than us, though. Let's steady it. Let's see. 51% chance to hit now with every volley. 12. Not getting all that great of hits on him. Maybe we close the distance a little bit further. We could try and like hit steady every time we're going to take a shot and maneuver every time we're not, but it seems like a lot of micro for not a whole lot of gain. Probably don't have very many shots left. Yeah, we don't. So save or off. Let's actually close the distance some here. We're gonna run out of ammo if we don't. So we'll close the distance a bit and then hit him really hard. At least that's gonna be the goal. So I'm gonna turn bow on so that he can't hit us very well. Oop, hit our main gun there. It's not good. Of course, him being less likely to hit us does not mean he has no chance to hit us. But we have taken out a third of his health and haven't gotten hurt hardly at all for ourselves, so let's go normal again. Yeah, we've got a 97% chance to hit with every salvo now. So hopefully we can get some good hits. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Really nice hits there. What do we got left? 44 shots. Should be slowing down some now, probably. And we're definitely getting good hits on him. Yep, there we go. What do we got left? 20 shots? 12 shots? All we can do now is just hope that we do enough damage to him with the last volley here, but I don't think we're going to. Yep, and that's it. We lose. Oh, wow. Ammo detonation. All it takes is one. Yep, that just goes to show how dangerous it can be to get that close. Basically what you... I don't see the point of more funds. Like, funds were never my problem. It's all about the weight, in my opinion. And I think mixed technologies is just far superior. Because you get the number one thing you get with mixed technologies is the turbines. The turbines is amazing whenever it comes to turning weight into money. 90 and 38, 60 and 51. It is hands down the best way to go from not using much money to using a bunch of money. And all you get is the Steam M, and those things are just not very good. Like, it does do some, but it just does not make the same amount of difference. Just like these don't make the same amount of difference that these do. Like, it's only 1% difference. Or 2%. 1% difference. But yet it still costs more money, like a bunch more money. So that's just not really worth it to me. And you get Corrupt 3 instead of Corrupt 2. So it really helps you cut down on a lot of your weight if you go with the mixed bag. And still allows you to get 30 knots. I think 30 knots is plenty fast enough. And I might have been able to push out a little bit more if I'd upped my displacement a little bit, done a couple different things. I like Citadel 3. I don't think that you need Barbette 4s over Citadel 3s. Citadel 3... armor cost, deck and deck extended, but I mean, it decreases your chance of having engine damage by 10% and doubles the reduction in ammo detonation chance. I mean, that's pretty substantial. I think that that's definitely worth making sure that you can get that, and extinguishing fires and all that is pretty good. I guess I would go with standard maybe. I mean, that's just so good. Like, maybe I should have gone with Lyddite and I would have been fine. And just standard shells, Lyddite, and standard ammunition, and I probably would have been just fine on that other one. I just need a few more shells since, I mean, but those 8-inch guns, man, those things can light people on fire too. You get a bunch of secondaries on here, you can just light people on fire. Well, you guys have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.